Every tournament has one. The team that the media can't stop talking about. The team that every pundit has in their final. The team that gets put on the front cover of every magazine before a ball has even been kicked. And at the 2026 World Cup, that team is France, champions in 2018, runners-up in 2022, co-favorites heading into this tournament alongside Spain. The squad that on paper looks almost unbeatable. But here's what I genuinely believe, and what most people are too afraid to say out loud.
So, bonjour à toutes et à tous. Welcome here to Stuttgart for the press conference of the French national team ahead of the third place match, which will take place here tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock. We are glad to have here with us, as you can see, the captain of the French team, Kylian Mbappe. We will take your questions.
France are the most overrated team at the 2026 World Cup, and I'm going to tell you exactly why. Let's start with the elephant in the room. Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe is undeniably one of the most talented players on the planet. But heading into this tournament, there are serious questions about his fitness and his form. He has had an injury-disrupted season at Real Madrid and has not been at his devastating, untouchable best consistently. For a team that is built around him, that relies on him to be the difference maker in big moments, that is a massive concern. Because here's the thing about France. Their entire attacking system flows through Mbappe. When he is electric, France are electric. But when he is struggling, when he is playing at 80%, the whole machine slows down. And in a knockout tournament where every match matters, you cannot afford to have your best player operating below his peak. Now let's talk about the squad depth. Because yes, France have extraordinary talent. Mbappe, Dembele, Griezmann, Saliba, Theo Hernandez. On paper it is frightening. But look closer at some of the decisions made in the squad selection and cracks start to appear. Eduardo Camavinga, one of the most important players in France's run to the 2022 final, has been left out entirely. A player with over 200 appearances for Real Madrid, 29 caps for France, and the ability to completely change a game from the bench.
20 years old and he's won every trophy for his club that's available. It's phenomenal. He doesn't even like playing left back. He's been vocal about that. He doesn't care. That shows you the confidence that he's got in himself. I don't like left back. I can play it. I can look world class. I can play semi-finals and do well and impact the game. But I don't really want to be it because I see myself in midfield where Modric and them guys are, and I think I can play. And that tells you the confidence these young players have now. He is a fabulous footballer and with the mentality to match. Now
gone, not in the squad. Camavinga came off the bench in the 2022 World Cup final and immediately swung momentum back towards France. That kind of impact player, that X factor from the bench, is no longer available to Deschamps this time around. And in a tight knockout game, in extra time, when France needs someone to change the dynamic, that absence could be the difference between winning and losing. Then there is the issue that has followed France into every major tournament for the past decade. The dressing room. This is not gossip. This is a documented recurring pattern. Player cliques. Disputes between factions. The constant soap opera that surrounds the French national team off the pitch. In 2010, they went on strike during a World Cup. In 2022, there were reported tensions between players throughout the tournament. Every cycle, something bubbles under the surface. Managing a squad with this many superstars, this many egos, and this many competing interests is one of the hardest jobs in football. Didier Deschamps has done it better than almost anyone could, but even he admitted before this tournament that keeping harmony in a squad of this talent level requires constant work. One bad result, one difficult week, and that dressing room can fracture in ways that are very hard to fix mid-tournament. Now let's talk about the group stage, because France have been drawn in Group 1 alongside Senegal, Iraq, and Norway. And while that looks manageable on paper, Norway is not a team you want to be casually dismissing. Haaland, Odegaard, Nusa. This is a dangerous, well-organized side that will give France a genuine test. A slip up there, a chaotic result, a Haaland hat trick, and suddenly the whole narrative around France changes overnight. And here is perhaps the most damning argument of all. France have been here before, multiple times. 2002, reigning world champions, one of the most talented squads ever assembled, went out in the group stage without scoring a single goal. 2010, chaos, strikes, humiliation. 2014, knocked out in the quarterfinals. Even in 2022, when they reached the final, they were a penalty shootout away from losing, and Argentina dominated long stretches of that game. The pattern with France is that the talent is never in question. It is the consistency. It is the ability to perform as a unit rather than a collection of superstars. It is the mental fortitude when things go wrong, and time again, on the biggest stage, France have shown that even with the best players in the world, things can unravel very quickly. And one final thing, the pressure. France arrive at this tournament as co-favorites, as the most talked about team, as the side every pundit has, winning the whole thing. That pressure is enormous. Spain are playing with freedom. England are the underdogs with something to prove. Argentina are the defending champions with a point to make. France are expected to win. And in football, expectation is a burden that even the greatest teams sometimes cannot carry. So when you see France at the top of the betting markets, when you see them in every pundit's predicted final, when you hear their name mentioned as the team to beat, just remember, the most talented squad does not always win the World Cup. The most complete team does. The most consistent team does. The team that holds together when things get difficult. France have everything it takes to win this tournament, but they also have every ingredient for a spectacular collapse. And that is why they are the most overrated team at the 2026 World Cup.